Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Root Beer here with another Gauss contest. Specifically, it's going to be a grade 7 Gauss. Of course, hopefully you know that there are actually two contests named Gauss. The grade 7 and grade 8 Gauss contests, both put out by the University of Waterloo. We'll be doing the grade 7 Gauss this week, grade 8 next week, and then, of course, we'll graduate into things like the Pascal, the Cayley, the Fermat, and even the Euclid. And all these contests will be for the year 2009. Now, you can get a copy of this contest yourself, the very contest I'm going to go through here, by clicking the very first link in the description, as with all my videos, and it'll take you to a copy of this contest that you can download. And I do encourage you to download it, print it out, try it for yourself. Some notes about the Gauss contest, whether or not it's 7 or 8. You have 1 hour. Calculators are allowed. I've got my calculator handy. And it is a multiple choice contest. There's going to be 5 answers. 5 answers presented for each question, only one of which is right. Okay? There will always be only one right answer on these multiple choice contests. Okay? Other than that, there are things like, well, there's 25 questions. And so, as I've already explained, you have 1 hour, so budget your time accordingly. The last 5 questions are pretty hard. They are correspondingly worth more marks. And if you want to, you can read the marking scheme that they have here. One thing I would draw your attention to, each unanswered question is worth 2 marks for a maximum of 10 unanswered questions. So if you just sit down, fill in your name, leave it blank, leave everything else blank, fill in your name and your school and everything, you will get 2 times 10 or 20 marks. That's pretty nice. It's about rewarding being able to say, I don't know, which is an important thing to be able to do. Yes, it's good to be smart, but it's even better to be smart and not pretend that you are somehow smarter. Okay? It's good to be confident in your intelligence and to know exactly what that is. Anyway, I'll be going through 1 question per video, so we're going to start off the contest with, predictably, question number 1. And question number 1 is usually a very basic arithmetic question. Okay, even for the grade 11 contest, it's very basic arithmetic, using order of operations or something like that. So, if you need to, feel free to grab out your calculator. You can certainly use your calculator on this one, although hopefully you don't have to. Okay, so what have we got for question number 1? 4.1 plus 1.05 plus 2.005 equals. Okay, now if you are confident in pressing buttons on your calculator, go right ahead, and you'll certainly beat me in doing this question. I'm going to write a little bit up on this question. So I'm going to go over to a notepad here. We've got 4.1. I'm going to, when it comes to adding decimals, it's important to line them up correctly, so I'm going to sort of make a little column and add them up by hand. I know the last one was 2.005, and I cannot remember what the middle one was. 1.05. Okay. Now, we're very lucky. It's a very early question. There isn't anything to actually carry over. But, we just add up column-wise, starting with the right. As long as your decimal points are all lined up, one of the first things you want to do is put your decimal point down there. But as long as they're all lined up, you're going to be fine. So there's a 5 in this column, nothing to carry over. A 5 plus 0 is 5 in this column. 1 plus 0, still nothing to carry over. And 4 plus 1 plus 2 is 7. So my final answer is going to be 7.155. Some of you might have actually written this out. Some of you might have used your calculator. Others of you might have just been able to work it out in your head. And that's fantastic if you can do any of those. Our answer is going to be A. And that does it for our first question. So, as I say, do your best to practice these questions. Practice does make perfect. If you get into trouble with any of them, feel free to come watch me as I go through these questions. And of course, feel free to jump around. The first 5 questions might not interest you much, but maybe you really want to see how 16 is done. Skip ahead to that video, by all means. And I will see you guys in the next video, hopefully, for question number 2.